Hi, it's Cal Morris, and I'm glad to say we're talking about the Mind Factor course this year. We're due to start in a couple of weeks, the 19th of November in central Manchester. And the great news is we didn't know it was going to happen, Dave, but finally been able to confirm the signing of one of our guest speakers, Dave O'Sullivan, who I met a few years ago working with the Huddersfield Giants. And I find Dave's work is just a fantastic complement to what we do on the course from a physiotherapy point of view, but just some fascinating insights about understanding how the breath interacts with the body and how you can get yourself into an ideal performance state. So just be great just to hear some of the things that you're going to talk about again, Dave, and how maybe you feel that the Mind Factor's influenced your work to some degree over the years.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to talk last year, and said luckily I've had a few things fall into place so I can make it this year again. I'm delighted. But yeah, 12 months on from last year, I mean, I was lucky to sit through the actual full 3-day course last year, and and I was blown away by it. And even though I'd worked with you for 3 years prior to that, and there was somebody else delivering kind of the stuff we were trying to get across, for you to deliver it and see it away from my own set was just very, very powerful. And straight away I've added in a lot of stuff there that I'm able to help persistent pain patients, but also professional athletes, including professional golfers, get to where they want to go. And the more I look at your stuff, it's the exact same principle as my stuff, with understanding the power of intent and how the body self-organizes itself. And I think one of the biggest tools that we have to help the body eliminate some of the overreactions that happen, especially in golf, is the breath, because the breath is one of the few conscious things that we can do to override the limbic system, which is our emotional system. Yeah. So when the emotional system gets revved up or gets a little bit stressed, one of the few things that we can do is literally focus on the breath, which, as we've talked about it in depth, and you're going to talk a lot more, is it brings you back into the present moment. Yeah. But I use it from a physio point of view to decrease perceived threats. So I also use it to decrease the heart rate, but to move the diaphragm a lot more, because if the diaphragm is stiff, and we know from research that it loses tone, then my backswing is immediately going to be affected. So how the breath works a lot is it reacts to anticipation of what.
And this is the thing I find so exciting, Dave, that I know a lot of golf coaches are trying to fix movement. They look at a golf swing that they appear to be malfunctioning, but they're jumping straight in at the effects of that. And as you said, you could see it crossing over into physio. People are jumping straight into the knee or the shoulder or whatever. They're not coming back to that individual in front of them, the story that they're carrying around.
Exactly. And what I can do is I'm going to show your attendees some techniques to override some of these reactions. But the nice thing about this whole thing is you will teach them how to get to the true stressors. So my part's very, very important, but we still need the part that precedes that. And then when you put it together, it's just a very, very powerful concept. And I'm teaching therapists all over the world my system now, and a big part of that system is thanks to your work. So I have to thank very much for that as well.
So it'd be great for us all to get together. Dave's going to be there on the Sunday of the Mind Factor course, so look forward to seeing you all in Manchester.